hunt for a wicket is still on. Nepal desperately need a wicket, and especially with that man Smith Patel. 50 for 82. Made a brilliant knock so far. It's looking good for Shoaib.
Yeah, this partnership is worth 63 runs now. So goes to tell that it's not been easy for Nepal to break through this batting lineup of USA. The more time Smith Patel has spent out in the middle, the more dangerous he is proving out to be.
.56 for him. And one thing that I've noticed of him is that he has the patience of the long game. Just puts his head down, plays the good balls with respect, and attacks the poor ones. The hallmark of a well-trained cricketer. Keeping him company, Sai Teja. If these two stick around till the 35th, I'm sure that a fantastic platform would be set for not just these two, but for the batters to come. Milind Kumar also. Mind you, in the same game that Smith Patel scored that 152, Milind Kumar scored a quick fire 115. So once a platform is set, it just becomes easy for some of the other batters to come in and start exploding. But this man, Karan Casey, 4 dot balls. Something has to give it now.
Yeah, good bowling from Karan Casey again. Just not allowing Smith Patel to rotate strike. And these two, like you mentioned, are batting to come for USA. They've got Milind Kumar, who's been in good touch. Shayan Jahangir as well. That's hit straight back. And good fielding by Karan Casey of his own bowling. Never easy that. 5 consecutive dot balls now. Could be the first.
Now, Karan's already bowled a maiden.
He has. It'll be his second maiden of the game. This goes again. Goes to say that it's been a tough going to Nepal the way they've bowled. Just not been able to break through this partnership.
साथीहरु च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरेर सहयोग गरिदिनु हाम्रो हजुरलाई म फेरि पनि अनुरोध गर्न चाहे.
Beautifully driven, but will be a dot ball to end the over. Another maiden over comes to an end. Karan Casey has bowled beautifully. 29 gone, 112 for 2.
ल नेपालले चाहिँ अब पार्टनरशिप तोड्नु पर्ने अवस्था आइसकेको छ. विकेट गएकै छैन.
Punchy drive.
हाम्रो फेरि बलिङमा आइसकेको छ
USA 113 for 2. It's an incredible format. 3 teams play against each other. Double round robin format. The third team in this series is UAE, the host nation. USA, Nepal, and UAE will be playing against each other twice. UAE are sitting at number 8 on the table. Beautifully driven. Good piece of fielding
Well, it's
Dipendra
Dipendra Singh
Singh
Airi
Airyको
had
हल्का
covers, and that
स्पिन
was a certain boundary. Had it not been him, because that was hit really hard, too much of force and power behind that shot, and managed to stop that like a wall. Dipendra Singh Airi, very difficult to score runs around him.
एकदमै क्लिष्ट फिलिङ बिन छर्केको पनि
Phenomenal and inspirational to see him doing that. And literally everyone in the field shakes off, even if there is half an ounce of doubt in the mind. Very good in there, 200%.
Now, I'm sure there's a lot of competitiveness amongst the players when they're on the field, but a good example of how they appreciate each other is
फेरि
that
पनि लिएर आएका छन्
this was
स्यान्डीले आफ्नो फिफ्थ
this
ओभरको
happened
फिफ्थ
early
बल
on. We were discussing about how Dipendra Singh Airi had an impact on the field, and he was, without hesitation, he mentioned that Dipendra Singh Airi is one of the best fielders that he has seen. Period. One good fielder is appreciating another. It tells you that the respect that they have mutually for each other, and
स्यान्डीलाई
also the
लास्टमा
caliber
फेरि विकेट
that
लिनुपर्ने
you'll see
अवस्था
on the cricket field from these athletes. Mohammad Wasim himself is a very good fielder, and he mentioned that Dipendra Singh Airi is one of the best that he's ever seen. So yes,
ओ नो
he's
नो
he's a special
फेरि
talent.
पनि बल
Meanwhile, this
गएको
one's
छ
gone all the
बााउन्ड्री
way for four
चौकाको
runs.
लागि
Not where he intended, Smith Patel, but doesn't matter. They'll take that. And you can see that Sandeep is disappointed, and rightly so, because it was not a bad ball. Just a, just a lucky shot for Smith Patel for four. 30 overs bowled, 121 for 2.
हजुर स्यान्डी दाईको आफ्नो मेजिकल स्पिन बलले काम गर्ने जस्तो छ
Great production of Sulfar Kami. Casey
फेरि पनि अट्याकमा आएका छन् हाम्रा समुदाय
straight to Dipendra Singh Airi. Mentioned about fielding exploits of Dipendra Singh Airi. We saw those 5 direct hits in the T20I World Cup qualifiers. Many times, the optics of some of the bigger players, some of the bigger nations overshadow those of some from the associate nations, which is so unfair. But then, hey, these are the places, these are the platforms where the world is watching. I can tell you one thing, that the Nepal fans ensure that everything that these cricketers do is made into brilliant reels and shared to millions of viewers around the world. Also, Parkami. He bangs it short
सिम्पल
and
कामीले
played
ट्राई गरेका
gorgeously.
थिए
Smith Patel
बााउन्सर
gets a
बल
boundary.
तर
Well, that length and
ब्याट्सम्यानको
that
एकदमै
pace from
राम्रो बल
Parkami
हिटको
is
कारण बल
asking for
जान
trouble,
पुग्यो
especially
बााउन्ड्री
against Smith
चौकाको
Patel,
लागि
because he is so good. He's well set. He's reading the ball, the line, the length, and had all the time in the world to play that in front of square. Normally, a pull shot, the ball will go towards the square leg region, but this one is almost towards the long on region, wide of the long on region, and that's one for 4 runs. So tells you that he's played that with utter disdain. Smith Patel, he's looking dangerous. This is not good news for Nepal because it seems like he might just hang out till the last over, and that's not going to help Nepal's cause. So they need a wicket, and they need it now.
Well, indeed, how do you pick a wicket? Smith Patel has found a massive liking for the surface. He's understood the finer nuances that the surface brings to the table, able to deliver with the right timing. So, USA 26 for 2 in 30.3. 5 runs already of the so-called Army over. Right. Pace at which Army goes with that length. They're asking for trouble. Let's go this time.
एकदमै मिठो बल
I'm still trying to understand that field placement by so-called Kavi. Mid on, both inside the 30-yard circle. It tells you that he's not going to bowl full. And back of the leg, we do not have that pace to actually bounce Smith Patel.
Yeah, five fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Now, as you can see, there's a mid off and mid on. Rather shortish delivery. This time it's been pulled as well. Two boundaries in the over, both in that same region.
सुम्पा
Smith
कामी
Patel,
फेरि चौका खान पुगेका छन्
really, really lethal now. Shot of good length, not working for Sompal Kami. Smith won't be complaining. He'll play that shot all day, all night long with the field position that is in place.
Completely beats me. Okay. Yes, you are intending to make Smith Patel falter on his two shots. Using his feet this time. Straight shot, beautiful piece of fielding. Got his hand onto the ball. It's a skipper with Patel. Should have been a boundary. Very well saved. Save a couple of runs for his side. Into the 31st. 132 for 2.
फेरि अट्याकिङमा को अघि छन् अट्याकिङमा हाम्रो ओपनर फिडफेलमा
More runs coming for USA. This time towards the mid-wicket region. 4 runs.
Well, it's Sai Teja who's taking the attack to the
बुटेलले
opposition.
पहिल्यै बलमा भेटेका छन् चौका
First over, first ball, he's been welcomed with a boundary towards the onside. So the pressure now mounting on the Nepali bowlers. And that was not all that short, but just enough for Sai Teja to drop back onto the back foot and play that in the gap for 4 runs.
Yeah. Very nice delivery. Takes a single and gets a strike. Cricket. that Casey bowled a great over. The very next over, there was no repercussion. In fact, more runs came in favor of USA. So while pressure was created by Casey, almost was deflated by Sadiq Lamashani coming into both together.
Yeah, the plans haven't worked for Nepal as much as they would have liked. But that it has to do with the battles of USA to be honest. But it's not all that bad bowling from Nepal. It's just some really good application in the middle from the USA batters that has resulted in this partnership moving out there in the middle, and which is now worth quite a lot. In fact, trying to find out what this partnership is worth now. 7 runs of this pitch and 10 over. 32 overs bowled. 139 for two partnership runs. It's like
On a take outside edge.
the deck, I think there is some movement, and that is what has troubled the batters just a little bit. There's a change in the field for Smith Patel, different field for Sai Teja. The short middle fielder was in place for Sai Teja. For Smith, it's the deep mid wicket that comes in.
Oh, look at that. Good presence of mind. Moved the ball away from the stumps with Patel. Found the left and right in this over as compared to the previous over that he bowled, where he's bowling a pretty good shot. This is born at that good leg area, able the ball to move from there. This is not the end from which he started his bowling, going on the other end. Second spell, that's the ball from the pavilion end. Adjustments will be needed.
And that's what good players do. That's what good bowlers do. They understand what they've not done right and then change their plan and actually adapt. That is what Sukhpal Kami has done well in this over. He has the emphasis and experience. A lot of experience for Sukhpal Kami. Back. I've enjoyed this contest between back and ball. It's not always about fours and sixes and wickets. It's also about that toughness between back and ball, the mind games, the attitude, the applications, the discipline. That is what actually brings that flavor to this format. The test, trial by fire. You can't just go out and try to swing the bat hard. You have to have the right technique and also the right mental approach to score runs in this ODI format.
Undoubtedly. Absolutely right. The ebbs and the flows of the game are so typical of this format. Oh, there's a chance of a run out. And that is what it is going to be.
एकदमै राम्रो रन आउट
The ebbs and the flows, the lack of
एकदमै राम्रो फिल्डिङ गुलसन झा
and there's a big price to pay. Who is at fault? We will decide all of that later. But right now, it is that big fish, Smith Patel, 75, and he has to take that long walk back out in a fashion that he would not have imagined.
Well,
एकदमै
sometimes
राम्रो
you
जसले
want a
सबसे
little
धेरै
bit of
हानेको थियो
luck
त्यही
going
रनआउट
your
भयो
way,
एकदम
and
खुसी
this was
लाग्यो
the moment. This could
बेचेन
be a
झाको फिल्डिङदेखि
game-changing moment for Nepal. Hit that right from the middle of the bat and didn't even look towards his partner. Ran blindly, and what a good presence of mind from Sopal Kami to come back to the stumps, collect the ball, disturb the bails, and send the batter back. Smith Patel. Well, this is going to be a big opening for Nepal. This is what they were waiting for. This is what they were looking for. In the end, wicket number 3 down for USA.
नि धेरै टाइम लाग्यो फेरि वाटर ड्रिङ्क्सको लागि पनि
Back from a well-deserved goal for everyone. So far, Nami will complete the goal. Successful over from the context of the game. 3 runs, sorry, 4 runs, and a wicket. 33 overs gone. USA 143 for 3.
फेरि पनि अट्याकिङमा आएका छन् हाम्रा ओपनर कुशल बुतेल
Batted with the strike, and rightly so. New batter in the center, put in some pressure, try and create that sense of urgency with wickets.
overs left for USA in the game, but one wicket in the form of a run out, especially. We've seen this a lot of times. A lot of spinners because a run out is not only means that you've lost a wicket, but it also deflates the entire morale, the entire mood of the team. The other batter who's coming out to bat, you have something to say to the batter who's out there in the middle. So that just derails the entire flow and the momentum of the team. And it does take a bit of time, and it is difficult to then bounce back into the game. Undoubtedly. Little unforced error in one of your obvious events. It's not the opposition that has created that cross that forward wicket. It's a direct hit that's up from the head of Irish.
एकदमै राम्रो बलिङ कुशल बुटेलद्वारा 5 बलमा जमेकन खर्चिएका छन् उनले हाम्रो सेकेन्ड ओभरमा र कुशल बुटेलको आफ्नो दोस्रो ओभर समाप्ति उनले 2 ओभरमा 9 रन दिएका छन् र टोटल स्कोर पुगेको छ 34 ओभरमा 145 रन 3 विकेट। मलाई चाहिँ फेरि एट्याकिङमा सन्दीप आउन सक्छन् अथवा सोमपाल। र नहुँदा एट्याकमा हाम्रा सन्दीप दाइ आएका छन्। पहिलो बल डट बल दोस्रो बल पनि डट बल तेस्रो बलमा बोल्ड आउट र विकेट सन्दीपको पहिलो।
Away from the game for too long. He comes, he bowls, he strikes. There's a loud roar in the stadium, and that's because
एकदमै राम्रो बिलिज सन्दीपद्वारा र बोल्ड गराउने आफ्नो खातामा पहिलो विकेट लिन सफल।
For USA, drag that ball into the stumps. And Saideza has to walk back. The two set batters now back into the dugout. USA, these are signs of trouble. Jahangir will come in. Look at Jared with his team all of a sudden. He run out and then Sai Teja is bowled by Lamachani. Now for the key word of the game, you have just watch how quickly Saman Lamachani will bring in some field changes, we bring in some fielders and catching, try and induce pressure, play some mind games. Two new batters in the center, Naidu and Mahadev, yet to face a delivery, Philip Kumar. This is phase 3, it's almost like a reset at a juncture when USA would have thought to actually skyrocket also.
That is one good run out can do. One bad decision can make you
The Samidai.
those small moments. So enough for to bounce back at least in this game. 103 for 2 and now 156 for 4. Suddenly that scorecard is not looking all that great for USA. Meanwhile, we towards each square leg. Time changes and game situation changes.
What sometimes look like it was all USA. Now, this wicket fell, Sai Teja. Ruthless to cut. What are these batters doing? Position. The wicket had just fell in a very similar fashion a while back. A much better way to play that. Straight back. 25 over
सन्दीप दाईको एकदमै राम्रो फन्नी ल सन्दीप दाईको 7औं ओभर कम्प्लिट एग्रिगेट 40 रन फेरि अट्याकिङमा कुशल गुर्तेल
for Nepal. Go. And rightly so, you don't really need to do anything with a delivery which is so wide outside off.
Shahan now joining Milind Kumar, two new batters as you pointed out, Neil. Just exactly what they wanted. Meanwhile, that's been hit straight to Dipendra Singh Airi, and he's again put in the dive and not allowed the ball to pass. You can see appreciation from the captain straight away, running all the way from backward point and letting Airi know that he's done a wonderful job. Again, to his right, it was like a tracer bullet, no chance to even react. And he's done well to stop that.
Almost instinctive. That's a lot smarter. Instead of playing towards covers, try and play towards cover point and run.
I'm sure they too will have discussed this in their team meeting. Dipendra Singh Airi would have definitely come up as one who's a wicket taker, not with the ball, but in the field. So you have to be very cautious when you're playing a ball towards him.
This time, they stay away from Dipendra Singh Airi. They stay straight towards long off and will get a boundary.
Yeah, just using his feet. Kushal Gurtel trying to bowl that full. Milind Kumar stepping down the track and playing it straight over the bowler's head. No chance for the fielder to stop that. And will get 4 runs. His first boundary. Some counter attack from Milind Kumar in this over. Using his feet again. This time a mistimed hit.
He's a technically sound batter, Milind Kumar. And add to that, has that flamboyance of going big. 2 centuries to his credit in ODI cricket, 4 half centuries.
Yeah, he's one who's played a lot of domestic cricket in India, originally from Delhi. Milind Kumar, 34 years of age, has been part of the IPL in India. So he's rubbed shoulders with the best in the business.
रोहित
That's
कुमार
nicely
पौडेल
played. Played it late, played
तर
it fine,
सकिन उनले
and
रोक्न
plays it for 4.
And runs coming in and coming in at good pace in this over. The USA boys wouldn't really complain. End of 36th. USA 156 for 4.
यही अनुसार 36 ओभर कम्प्लिट भएको छ ल फेरि अट्याकिङमा सन्दीप
7 overs, 40 for 1 for Sandeep Lamichhane. Over the cover fielder, but the ball will not go the distance. Just a couple of runs. Having the best day for Sandeep Lamichhane as far as the number of runs he's conceded are concerned.
Yes, like I said, he's not his regular self, not his usual best, but he still managed to get a wicket, and I completely understand why Rohit Paudel is going with him, because another wicket or two here will just work wonders for Nepal. And he definitely has the knack of taking wickets. That's exactly what we meant. That's a much better delivery. A little too full on the previous occasion, but this time he gets his length right.
Well, yeah, and he's not giving them any width. Mind you, just trying to keep it an inch or two outside off, by virtue of which you can't cut slightly short of delivery. At the same time, it's not full enough for you to drive. So smart bowling by Sandeep Lamichhane. And the ball is not turning. It is then your ability to bowl it at the right lengths, the right areas, so that the batters create some problems for themselves. A beautiful delivery. That one came in. Back to the bowler. He took the slip off. So the idea, the intent is to try and keep the ball close to the body of the batter. 3 dot balls on the trot. Has cut. This time there will be runs. There is the chase, but the ball will win the race. 4 runs.
And not a bad ball, but just a super shot from Super Shayan. That was quick and that was outside off. Just enough width to play that ball late, used the pace on offer, and threaded that gap like a needle. Shayan Jahangir between the two fielders. No chance for the fielder to stop that. So runs for Shayan, runs for USA, and Sandeep continues to be a bit expensive in his spell. Much better this time on the stumps. And he knows that he's bowled at one not so good delivery and he's been taken for runs on that one. 37 overs bowled, 13 more to go. USA are 162 for 4.
Why not? Give it to the man who can do no wrong.
And Dipendra Singhari has become a usual now. He bowls a lot for Nepal, and he bowls at very important times of the game. So in the middle overs or even in the 20 over format, you see him coming in and bowling some really quick overs, very effective. Doesn't spend a lot of time, doesn't give a lot of time for the batters to settle. And between the two deliveries, he's always looking to come back and bowl as quick as possible. Always ready, always raring to go, full of energy. Really enjoy watching him play. And he's the kind of a bowler or a cricketer you would want to pay and come and watch. That's the class of Dipendra Singh Airi. Really wonderful athlete in all three aspects of the game.
Well, indeed, one of those special talents we've seen coming from Nepal. And just appreciate his efforts in the field. Nothing that one can think he does wrong. Single to end the over. 38 gone.
एकदम
USA
उत्कृष्ट बलिङ
66
सिंह
for 4.
आइद्वारा उनले आफ्नो पहिलो ओभर म्याचमा 4 रन खर्चिएका छन् दुईटा डट बलसँगै
So 75 for Smith Patel and 42 for Sai Teja. But then the juncture at which these two wickets fell almost felt like it could derail a very smooth flowing USA batting show.
Yeah, that wicket definitely has
फेरि
changed the
अट्याकमा
face
आएका
of the
छन्
game.
ललित नारायण
Lalit
राजवंशी
Rajvanshi comes back in the attack. Left arm spinner. Not a bad idea to bring him back into the attack. He too will be raring to go now. Looking for a wicket. There's Shayan Jahangir comes and takes a quick single. Pakistan born Shayan Jahangir now playing for US, just like a lot of other colleagues of his coming from India. Milind Kumar, an example, we were talking about him. Born in Delhi, played a lot of cricket, played for in the IPL as well, for RCB and for Delhi Daredevils as well. Was in the squad and then from there moved on to the US. Also worked at the ONGC in India, that's the Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, one of the teams that do really play well in the domestic circuit. So yes, a lot of experience between these two.
Yeah, ONGC reminds me of good old playing days of mine, where a dear friend of mine, RP Singh, used to play for ONGC. Played a couple of games against him. But trying to take a quick single and beautifully done so. Good calling. Played that shot, was convinced that they will complete that single. So a little stutter at the start, but apart from that, all good.
There was a run. It was just the stutter that made it look like it was too close. But in the end, they managed to get a run. There's Shayan Jahangir on strike. Has played the first class cricket back in Pakistan for Pakistan International Airlines, the PIA.
Never too easy to leave everything that you've done in your home country and then to move to a new nation, settle in, and restart. Mind you, for players that look for residency in another countries, and if there is a qualification process, we'll talk about that after this over. 39 gone. It's
एकदमै
168 for
राम्रो
4.
हो ललित राजवंशी उनले खासै रन खाएका छैनन् 6 ओभर म्याचमा 15 रन दिएका छन् फेरि पनि अट्याकिङमा दिपेन्द्र सिंह आइरे
Dipendra Singh Aire continued his exploits with the ball. This time down the leg side. Big chase, and the ball just slows down near the boundary line.
नाइस फिल्डिङ
He adds to the
मुसिन्जा
total. We're talking about players who move from their home country to a new nation. In case of USA, also teams like UAE, the players from India and Pakistan have found their new cricketing home. Regulation states that meanwhile there's uppishly played, and has he taken it clean? Yes, he has.
र
Beautifully
दिपेन्द्र
taken
सिंह
near the
आइरेको लागि
boundary
पहिलो
line.
विकेट
Shayan
एकदमै
Jahangir
राम्रो क्याच आरिफ
trying to go
सेफको
for the big one. Arif Sheikh near the boundary line takes the catch, and Dipendra Singh Aire has done what he was called for.
Yeah, the magic works. The wonder kid, the wonder man, Dipendra Singh Aire does wonders for his team yet again as he brings another breakthrough, another important wicket. It is Shayan Jahangir who will have to walk back, looking to accelerate. He scored 11 of 17, but now will have to take the long walk back as Nepal get their fifth wicket. USA 171 for 5.
नेपालका फ्यानहरू हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ कता पुग्दै नेपालका फ्यानहरू जहाँ पनि नेपाली आइपिएलमा चेन्नई सुपर किङ्सले स्टेडियम ढाके जस्तै नेपालको गेम हुँदा नेपालको फ्यानहरूले स्टेडियम ढाक्नेछन्
It's going to be Shubham Ranjane, 21-year-old, making his debut today at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Big shout! No, you don't want to be called out on the first ball on your debut.
Yeah, early nerve jitters. Just imagine the thought process and the kind of emotions that would be running through his heart and mind right now. Good ball there. Some turn for the Dipendra Singh Aire. I think it was missing the stumps. As a debutant, Ranjane will want to just ensure that gets off the mark. That is supposed to be his first and primary motive. Get that first run on the board.
I say this story very, very often. The story is from the great Sachin Tendulkar. Met him once, I spoke to him and I said that how difficult is it, or is it the most difficult thing to cross over from 99 to 100 psychologically? He said no, there's something more difficult, and that is to cross over from 0 to 1. I reckon that's exactly the challenge Shubham would be facing.
दिपेन्द्र सिंह
End of the
आइरेको
40th, USA 171 for 5.
40 ओभर कम्प्लिट टोटल स्कोर कार्ड भएको छ 40 ओभर 171 रन र 5 विकेट फेरि एट्याकिङमा आएका छन् राहित नारायण राजवंशी
Malik Rajbanshi. 6 overs, just 15 runs. Look at that economy. Been exceptional. Still not rewarded with a wicket, but I tell you the pressure that he has put in the batters, unparalleled. First ball. I'll bring Ranjane to strike. Born in Pune. Ranjane, again a product of Indian age group cricket, migrated to the USA. And those are his first international runs. Fear of that big duck. Gone.
Yes, he's got that first run up and running in the international circuit, Shubham Ranjane. And hopefully he can score tons of runs for his team, for his newfound home. He can contribute to a lot of wins for his side. What a time to come out to bat for somebody like Shubham Ranjane. Now they've lost 5 wickets. He's come out to bat around the 40th over, 10 more overs to go, giving company to Milind Kumar, who himself has not played a lot of international cricket, just 10 one-day international, so young career for him in that regard. But he has been prolific in this format. That's beautifully done. They'll come back for two. Milind Kumar, he's the second highest run getter for USA in this edition of the ICC Men's CWC League 2, just behind his skipper Munang Patel. So he's been amongst the runs and he has scored vital runs for his side. Can he do it today as well is the big question.
The responsibility will be on him. And doesn't he love shining under those challenging times? Maximum for Milind Kumar.
What a shot there. Just a little too short from Rajbanshi. And Milind Kumar so quick to read that length, not all that quick from Lalit. And that allowed him to rock on the back foot and play that so very well. Execution, brilliant. Flat six from the bat of Lalit Kumar. From the bat of Milind Kumar, beg your pardon.
24 of 19 for him. 10 runs of this over. We're talking about how economical Lalit Rajbanshi has been. But this over will tell you a different story. Last ball. Milind Kumar on strike. And defensively played back to the bowler. End of the over, 41 gone, 181 for 5.
फेरि बलिङ अट्याकिङमा आएका छन् हाम्रो सन्दीप दाई।
Sandeep Lamichhane from the far end. This is yet again that he is changing ends. Despite the fact that he picked up a wicket from the pavilion then. Signal for Shubham. 82 for 5 at 41.1. A little under 9 overs. How many can USA add to their total?
Yeah, that is going to be the $1 million question, isn't it, Neil? Now, at one point in time, we thought that 270, 280 was achievable for USA. They've lost wickets in clusters, and suddenly that looks a little difficult. Having said that, in the same breath, I'd like to add that Milind Kumar is still out there, so he can still take USA to that total. In another 9 overs, they can look to get another 80, 90 runs. That will take them there. But it's going to be tough because they'll have to bat really well against a very formidable bowling lineup of Nepal. So, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. for the next 10 overs because there's going to be a lot of entertainment, either from the Nepali bowlers or from the USA batters. But entertainment is 100% guaranteed.
Undoubtedly, watch out for this one on your screen. Milind Kumar, very compact, yet explosive. Shubham Ranjane, meanwhile, with the early nerves of his shoulders to make it count. Has played domestic cricket in India for Mumbai as well. So if you played for Mumbai, if you're good enough to play for Mumbai, I reckon you're good enough to play for most of the bigger teams because that's one domestic side that to break into itself is a bigger challenge than breaking into most of the franchise leagues in the world.
Yes, it's so tough to get into the Mumbai side, like you pointed out. They're domestic champions, the heavyweights when it comes to Indian cricket, the most Ranji Trophy winners, the Mumbai side. They've dished out talent like
सन्दीप दाई
it's
एक
no
बेरमा
one's
फर्स्ट
business. We
बॉलिङ
talk about greats.
4
A
रन
lot of greats
खर्चिएर
have come
आफ्नो 9
from
ओभर कम्प्लिट गरेका छन्
that Mumbai side. We'll talk about
सन्दीप
that.
दाईको
While
टोटल भएको
42
छ
overs
9
bowled,
ओभर 50 रन र 1
185 for
विकेट
5. That's the score for USA. 8 more
र
overs
टोटल
left
स्कोर
in this
कार्ड
game.
भएको छ 42
We are
ओभर
into the final lap of the
185
first
रन
innings.
र 5 विकेट
It's going to be time to reintroduce Karan Casey into the attack.
खरन
Bowled
केसी
brilliantly today.
एकदम राम्रो bowling
Exceptional.
गरेका छन्
7 overs, 18 runs, and 2 maidens. Has been wicketless. That could change. A chance of a run out there.
Oh
Puts in a
no
good dive, Milind Kumar, and has ensured that there is no trouble in the USA camp.
His wicket is going to be very crucial now from here on for USA. He needs to bat through. He's definitely got a start. That's the run again. Took that first run quick and then came back for the second. Had to sprint and put in the dive. Knows and values his wicket. Knows the importance of how crucial it is for him to stay there. And puts in the dive. In the end, they managed to get 2 runs.
And Shubham Ranjane on strike. Fun fact, in his very first game for Mumbai, Shubham Ranjane was bowled by arguably the best bowler in today's cricket,
Jasprit Bumrah.
Jasprit Bumrah, playing for Gujarat against Mumbai. Bowled Shubham Ranjane. Just goes on to tell you that the kind of talent that is on display at the international circuit today. It's not just that they wake up one day and they are out in the field and they're giving us all the entertainment. They've gone through years of hard training, massive rigmaroles, playing for various teams through the age groups, and finally reach at a level where they represent a country. Many have to give up on their dreams of playing for one country, maybe pack their bags and move to another nation to play. But the talent is just so amazing that it just shines. You put them in any corner of the world.
Just like you rightly pointed out, it's about grinding it out in the middle and rubbing shoulders with the best in the business. And then you come out to play for your country. Now playing for USA, they need to bring all that experience onto the fore, and that is why we see the journey that that USA has had in this ICC Men's CWC League 2. They're in the number 2 position in the points table. And that's because they work like a well-oiled unit, especially in the ODI format and also in the T20 format. The way they played in that T20 World Cup in their own backyard, but against the big boys of world cricket, beating Pakistan in the T20 World Cup, qualifying for the Super 8s, and ensuring that they play the next World Cup as well. So a lot of credit has to go to these cricketers for the way they've expressed themselves and the way they've brought these proud moments for their country.
Well, indeed, more conversation on that. Meanwhile, it's 43 overs gone, 191 to 5.
एकदमै राम्रो ओभर करण केसीद्वारा यो ओभरमा आफ्नो 8औं ओभरमा 6 रन खर्चेर गएका छन्।
Now Parag Banshi to replace Islam Chane. 8. I don't think the spinners will trouble this pair. Both have played a lot of cricket in the subcontinent conditions growing up, which primarily means that they're used to playing spinners. They're used to playing bowlers who vary their pace, try and bowl different lengths, change angles. Kumar 30 of 28 is on strike. Beautifully bowled there. He saw Milind Kumar using his feet early on, changed his length, angled the ball into the body, ensuring that Milind could make the best out of that opportunity. Oh, that's a rare feat. Take a video clipping of that and save it because you will not get to see that ever again. Dipendra Singh Aire and a little misfield. That's also rare.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Don't see that too often. They didn't take a run. Or did they? They did, in fact, get to the non-striking end somehow. They come back for 2 now this time. Good running. Good placement of the ball there as well. They knew exactly where the fielders were. And these boundaries are big here, Neil. They are right at the edge of the green field, so you can have a guess. Normally, when we are here at the Dubai International Stadium, the ropes are well inside, but for this game in particular, the boundaries are really big. So you'll have to run really hard between the wickets, and you have to keep rotating strike because the boundaries are not going to be easy to come by.
Which is so true. And that's why we've seen the batters pushing hard for those singles and doubles through and through. Interesting game this. USA versus Nepal. Earlier today, Nepal won the toss, elected to bat first, to bowl first, beg your pardon. Putting USA to bat, and USA are 197 for 5 after 44.
Right then, 197 on the board. You're talking about what is a good total for Nepal to be chasing in the second innings. My name is Shoaib. With me in conversation is Neil. And while we thought at one point in time that 270 would have been a good score, it doesn't look like they'll get there. They need some big hitting just like that. Up and over the mid-off fielder. Kushal Bhurtel with the effort. And very well done. He saved, I think, one run, if not more. But every run saved, Neil, is a run scored.
100%. Putting that massive sprint, Kushal Bhurtel, and then drew that ball back in. Beautifully done. Saving a single for his side. But efforts like these, they go on to tell you a story that the Nepalese fielders put in everything they have for every single run in the game. Karan Casey comes into goal again. Trying to go big over fine leg. Missed it completely. But that's all right. They'll steal a single.
And the 200 comes up in this over for USA. Make that 201 with that run. It was a safe shot to play, and I say that because it was outside off. So that leg before, risk is not there anymore when you're playing it outside the off stump and trying to ramp that over short fine leg. So the idea was right, the execution not all that great. Now this is not a happy hunting ground for Nepal, and I don't like reminding this to the Nepal fans, but it is what it is. We'll discuss about that in just a bit. Now he gets the ramp shot right. Now the execution is even better, and the result is a desired result for US. Milind Kumar gets that over fine leg for 4.
Well, yeah, it's almost like Milind Kumar telling his partner that this is how you play this shot, not by getting the ball smacked in your face. So, pretty much of an appreciation coming in for Milind Kumar by his partner. 17th boundary, just the 17th boundary, and 3 sixes so far. Also brings home the same point that he made sure that not too many boundaries, not too many runs coming off the boundaries as well. We'll have to change that script. We'll have to change that conversation because runs are coming in and coming in the form of boundaries, back-to-back fours.
That's much better and even more innovation on display from Shubham right now. No, is it Milind? Yes. Played it late, played it fine, played it in the gap and watched it right till the end. And the ball met the bat. He was right there watching it, guiding it, maneuvering it in the gap for 4.
Well, beautifully done. This is an expensive over. 12 runs coming off it. 2 boundaries included Karan Casey. We just 23 runs before this. All of a sudden, the economies are changing. Stays on the back foot and has played it towards the square leg. The front will be added to the total. I like the way the aggression is setting in as far as Milind Kumar and co are concerned.
Yes, good over this in the context of the game for USA. 14 runs off it. We're talking about Nepal and Nepal playing here at the Dubai International Stadium. The last 3 matches they've played, they've lost and they've not been able to chase targets. 203, 169 and 208. These were the targets that were put for Nepal and they were not able to chase that. This is 211 now, which is even more than what they were put to chase in the previous matches. Hopefully, they can chase it today. But yes, it's not a very happy bat here today. 5 more overs to go.
Legend.